Hello and welcome. Today, we're uncovering some of the most heartbreaking stories from the WWE universe. We'll talk about the untimely deaths of legendary wrestlers who left us far too soon. From the reasons behind their tragic passings to the impact these losses had on fans worldwide, we'll cover it all. And that's not all. There's also some very sad news about Nia Jax that we'll share. Stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more WWE stories. Bastion Booger, born Michael Mike Shaw on February 15, 1957, was best known for his eccentric and unorthodox wrestling persona in the early 1990s. His portrayal of Bastion Booger in the WWF, now WWE, made a lasting impression on fans, thanks to his bizarre gimmick centered around poor hygiene, odd behavior, and a grotesque appearance. Despite the comedic nature of his character, Shaw was a skilled and experienced wrestler who had competed under various names across multiple promotions before adopting the Bastion Booger persona. While Booger's character was intentionally off-putting, Shaw himself was respected in the wrestling community for his professionalism and dedication to the sport. He wrestled notable stars such as Razor Ramon and The Undertaker, and though his time in WWF was relatively short, his character became a memorable part of wrestling's colorful history. Sadly, Michael Shaw, at the age of 53, the cause of was reported as a heart attack. Like many professional wrestlers of his era, Shaw struggled with health issues, some of which were linked to his size and the physical toll of life on the road. He had reportedly battled weight-related problems for much of his life, which may have contributed to his heart condition. Shaw's passing was met with tributes from fans and fellow wrestlers who remembered him for his humor, his willingness to fully embrace his character, and his love for the wrestling industry. Though his Bastion Booger persona was exaggerated and strange, Shaw's real legacy lies in his passion for entertaining and his role in a unique era of wrestling history. His life and untimely death serve as a reminder of the challenges faced by many in the world of professional wrestling. René Goulet, born Robert Bedard on July 12, 1932 in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, was a charismatic and technically gifted professional wrestler whose career left a lasting imprint on the world of sports entertainment. Goulet emerged onto the wrestling scene in the 1950s, quickly making a name for himself with his mat-based wrestling style, powerful European uppercuts, and undeniable stage presence. With his wavy blonde hair, chiseled frame, and often flamboyant ring attire, Goulet exuded charm and confidence, traits that made him both a crowd favorite and a compelling villain when the storyline demanded. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Goulet competed across various territories and promotions, most notably the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. His matches were marked by a blend of technical finesse and storytelling prowess, whether he was battling underdog fan favorites or aligning himself with fellow heels. Fans fondly remember his glittering robes and sharp in-ring psychology, which made even mid-card bouts feel like marquee events. Beyond the ropes, Goulet transitioned into vital behind-the-scenes roles as a road agent and talent scout for WWE. His sharp eye for talent and deep knowledge of the business helped shape the next generation of stars. Colleagues praised him for his professionalism, warmth, and unwavering dedication to wrestling. Goulet, at the age of 86, due to complications related to cardiopulmonary disease, his marked the end of a remarkable chapter in wrestling history. Though he never sought the limelight outside the ring, his legacy continues to shine through the countless wrestlers he mentored and the fans he entertained for decades. René Goulet remains an enduring figure in wrestling folklore, a performer, a teacher, and a pioneer whose passion for the sport never wavered. Wayne Coleman, widely recognized by his ring name, the Iron Sheik, was a prominent professional wrestler and pop culture figure born on June 7, 1943, in Damgan, Iran. He rose to international fame during the 1970s and 1980s with a persona that combined intense athleticism and political theatrics. portraying a villainous Iranian character at a time of tense U.S.-Iran relations. Coleman effectively engaged American wrestling audiences, often positioned as the foreign antagonist in high-profile matches. Coleman's wrestling career reached new heights when he joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, in the early 1980s. In a landmark moment, he captured the WWF World Heavyweight Championship in December 1983 by defeating Bob Backlund. This victory established him as a major figure in professional wrestling history. He later played a key role in launching the career of Hulk Hogan, whom he lost the title to in 1984, setting the stage for the Hulkamania era. Beyond the ring, Coleman faced personal battles, including struggles with substance abuse and legal troubles. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved member of the wrestling community. In later years, he found renewed popularity through social media, where his candid humor and unfiltered commentary endeared him to a younger audience. Wayne Coleman, at the age of 81, due to cardiac arrest and congestive heart failure, as confirmed by his family. His marked the end of a life that had significantly influenced professional wrestling and entertainment. Coleman's legacy is remembered for his athletic contributions, compelling character work, and ability to evolve with changing times, securing his place as an enduring icon in the sport's history. Kerry Von Erich, born Kerry Atkinson on February 3, 1960, in Niagara Falls, New York, was one of the most charismatic and athletic members of the legendary Von Erich wrestling family. Known for his striking looks, powerful in-ring style, and signature Iron Claw finishing move, Kerry rose to fame in the 1980s, especially during his time in world-class championship wrestling, the WCW, where he became a fan favorite and won multiple championships, including the WCW World Heavyweight title. While Kerry achieved immense popularity and success, his life was also filled with immense personal and physical struggles. In 1986, he suffered a devastating motorcycle accident that led to the amputation of his right foot, a fact that was kept secret from the public for much of his career. Despite this life-altering injury, Kerry remarkably returned to wrestling, competing with a prosthetic foot and continuing to perform at a high level, even winning the Intercontinental Championship in the WWF. Tragically, Kerry's life came to a premature at the age of 33, battling depression, chronic pain, and substance abuse. He died on his family's ranch in Texas. His added to the sorrowful legacy of the Von Erich family, who had already lost several of Kerry's brothers to untimely deaths. Kerry's passing sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. Despite the tragedy, he is remembered not only for his athletic achievements, but also for his resilience and the deep emotional connection he built with fans. His legacy remains a vital chapter in the history of professional wrestling, a story of brilliance, struggle, and enduring impact. Darren Drozdov, at the age of 54. His was the result of complications related to his 1999 neck injury, which left him paralyzed from the neck down. After the accident, during a WWE match with D'Lo Brown, Droz endured a life filled with significant health challenges. The injury not only ended his wrestling career, but also set the stage for ongoing health struggles. In the years following his paralysis, Droz faced severe physical challenges, including issues with his respiratory system, which required constant medical attention. Despite these obstacles, Droz remained remarkably resilient and continued to engage with the wrestling community, often sharing his journey of overcoming adversity. His ability to remain positive and motivated through countless medical procedures earned him admiration from fans and peers alike. The cause of Droz's was linked to the long-term complications from his injury, which had a profound impact on his overall health. In addition to his paralysis, Droz experienced severe respiratory problems and was dependent on medical devices to aid his breathing, a consequence of his spinal cord injury. These health issues were exacerbated by his limited mobility and the strain of his ongoing medical treatments. While Droz's passing was a tragic loss for the wrestling world, his legacy endures as a symbol of strength, perseverance, and determination. His ability to maintain a positive outlook despite his challenges left an indelible mark on the industry, and his story continues to inspire many who face similar struggles. Katsuya Kitamura, born on December 14, 1985, was a Japanese professional wrestler whose untapped potential and remarkable physicality made him a rising star in the wrestling world. His career, filled with promise and raw talent, was tragically cut short when he, at the age of 36, leaving the wrestling community in shock and disbelief. Kitamura's journey into professional wrestling was a testament to his dedication and passion for the craft. With a background as an accomplished amateur wrestler, he entered the ring with an unrivaled strength and technical prowess that immediately set him apart. His time with New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, was marked by electrifying performances and his undeniable charisma. Whether in singles or tag team matches, Kitamura's athleticism was on full display, earning him respect from both fans and his peers. His hard-hitting style, combined with his impressive stamina, made him a force to be reckoned with in the ring. Outside of his in-ring ability, Kitamura was known for his warm and approachable personality. He was beloved by fans and colleagues alike for his humility, work ethic, and dedication to continuously improving as a wrestler. He was always pushing himself to new heights, aiming to deliver spectacular matches that would leave a lasting impression. Sadly, Kitamura's promising career was cut short after he was diagnosed with a serious illness, which led to his sudden. His was attributed to the complications stemming from a tragic accident that left him with irreversible injuries, a heartbreaking reminder of the physical toll professional wrestling can sometimes take on an athlete's body. Katsuya Kitamura's sent ripples of grief throughout the wrestling world. Though his time in the sport was brief, his legacy lives on in the hearts of those he inspired. His dedication to the craft, his vibrant spirit, and the respect he earned will forever be remembered. Hana Kimura, born on September 3, 1997, was a Japanese professional wrestler and reality TV personality who gained recognition for her talents both in and out of the wrestling ring. Kimura was a prominent figure in Stardom, a leading women's wrestling promotion in Japan, where she showcased her athleticism, charisma, and distinctive in-ring style. She quickly became known for her dynamic performances and strong presence, earning her a dedicated following in the wrestling community. In addition to her wrestling career, Kimura became widely recognized after appearing on the Japanese reality TV show Terrace House. Her time on the show introduced her to a broader international audience, providing viewers a glimpse into her life beyond wrestling. Her personality and interactions on the show earned her both fans and critics, further amplifying her public visibility. Tragically, Hana Kimura's life, when she passed away by suicide at the age of 22. Her was attributed to the severe online harassment and cyberbullying she endured, particularly in the wake of her time on Terrace House. Kimura had been subjected to a significant amount of negative online attention, including hateful messages and personal attacks, which exacerbated her struggles with mental health. Kimura's passing highlighted the devastating effects of cyberbullying and the importance of addressing online harassment. The incident sparked widespread discussions about the impact of digital abuse on mental health, especially among public figures. In the wake of her, fans, fellow wrestlers, and the wrestling community expressed profound grief and remembrance, honoring her talent and the positive contribution she made to professional wrestling. Hana Kimura's legacy continues to influence the industry and serves as a reminder of the need to combat online harassment. Mike Von Erich, born Michael Richard Von Erich on March 2, 1964, was the youngest member of the famous Von Erich wrestling family. His, at the age of 23, was the result of a drug overdose, marking yet another tragic chapter in the family's history, which had already been marred by the untimely deaths of his brothers. Mike's passing came just a few years after the death of his older brother David, and it deeply impacted the wrestling world and the Von Erich family. Mike had been struggling with both physical and emotional challenges, which ultimately contributed to his. Professionally, he had difficulty living up to the expectations placed on him as the youngest member of the legendary Von Erich dynasty. While he had a strong work ethic and earned the love of fans, he lacked the natural in-ring charisma and success of his brothers, particularly Kerry, who was a major star. This pressure weighed heavily on Mike, causing him to battle depression and feelings of inadequacy. His mental health struggles were compounded by chronic pain from wrestling-related injuries, further affecting his well-being. In the years leading up to Mike's substance abuse problems intensified. The combination of personal, emotional, and physical struggles created a destructive cycle. The overdose that led to was a tragic culmination of these issues. Mike's passing added to the sorrow that already surrounded the Von Erich family, who had suffered the loss of several young members in a short span of time, cementing their legacy as one of the most tragic families in wrestling history. Nia Jax, born Savalina Fanine on May 29, 1984, in Sydney, Australia, stands as one of the most distinctive and polarizing figures in WWE history. Standing at 1.83 meters, 6 feet, tall, and weighing 255 pounds, 116 kilograms, her imposing size and powerful presence have cemented her as one of the most physically dominant women to ever compete in the squared circle. With a dual Australian-American citizenship, Nia Jax's journey to WWE was a combination of athleticism, persistence, and a captivating persona that would eventually shape her into one of the most talked about women in professional wrestling. Early life and athletic background. Before her career in WWE, Nia Jax was deeply involved in sports during her youth. Growing up in a family with a rich Polynesian heritage, athleticism ran in her veins. Her cousin, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, had already achieved immense success in both wrestling and Hollywood, but Nia's path to stardom was her own to carve. As a young athlete, she participated in various sports, including basketball, soccer, and rugby. This background provided her with the physical conditioning and competitive spirit that would later serve her well in her WWE career. However, it wasn't until 2014 that Nia Jax's life took a drastic turn toward professional wrestling. She was discovered by WWE scouts during a tryout and signed to the company in early 2014. Initially joining the developmental territory, NXT, she quickly became one of the standout athletes in the women's division. It was there that she developed her powerful in-ring style, as well as her dominant, no-nonsense persona. The name Nia Jax was chosen to reflect her fierce presence, and the character she created in NXT would soon come to define her WWE career. The rise of Nia Jax, a dominant debut. Nia Jax made her television debut in NXT, and it didn't take long for her to establish herself as a formidable force in the women's division. What set her apart from other female wrestlers was her sheer size and strength. While many of the women on the roster were known for their agility and technical prowess, Nia's dominant style was built around overpowering her opponents with raw power rather than relying on intricate wrestling techniques or high-flying moves. She became the epitome of strength, and WWE audiences quickly recognized her as a unique talent in the women's division. After honing her craft in NXT, Nia Jax was called up to the main roster of WWE in 2016, debuting on the Raw brand. Her first few months on the main roster were pivotal as she made an immediate impact by taking down multiple competitors with relative ease. Nia's storyline emphasized her dominance, and she was portrayed as an unstoppable force in a division filled with talented women. Her ability to dismantle opponents with sheer physicality made her a compelling figure in the women's division, where she often stood as one of the largest and most dominant figures. Major achievements: the Raw Women's Championship. As Nia Jax's career progressed, she began to rack up a series of important accomplishments that would solidify her place in WWE history. In 2018, she achieved a career-defining moment when she won the WWE Raw Women's Championship by defeating Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania 34. This victory marked the culmination of years of hard work and perseverance, and it firmly established Nia as one of the top stars in the women's division. Her championship reign, while short-lived, was significant. Nia Jax's victory at WrestleMania was not only a testament to her strength, but also to her ability to command attention and draw a reaction from WWE fans. Despite facing some criticism for her aggressive wrestling style, which had been linked to various injuries sustained by other wrestlers, Nia Jax remained a prominent figure in WWE's women's division. Another defining moment in Nia's career came when she participated in the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble match in 2018. She entered the match as a powerhouse and left a lasting impression on fans by eliminating several competitors before being eliminated herself. Her performance in the Rumble match showcased her raw strength and her ability to dominate in high-profile situations. Controversies and injuries. The dark side of Nia Jax's career. While Nia Jax's career has been marked by numerous high points, it has also been embroiled in controversies that have sparked debate among fans and wrestlers alike. Perhaps the most notable controversy surrounding Nia Jax is her reputation for injuring fellow wrestlers due to her aggressive and sometimes reckless in-ring style. Over the years, several wrestlers, including Becky Lynch, Kairi Sane, and Bayley, have suffered injuries that were linked to Jax's heavy-handed approach. One of the most publicized incidents occurred in 2018 when Nia Jax inadvertently broke Becky Lynch's nose during a brawl on Raw. The injury was severe enough to sideline Lynch, who was set to face Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series that year. This incident sparked heated debate in the wrestling community, with some fans criticizing Nia Jax for her reckless behavior while others defended her, arguing that accidents happen in the ring. Nonetheless, the incident was a turning point in Nia's career, and it cast a shadow over her reputation. The injuries and controversies continued to follow Nia Jax throughout her time in WWE. Some fans and wrestlers have expressed concern about her in-ring style, feeling that her lack of finesse could cause more harm than good to the talent around her. These concerns were compounded by rumors about Jax's behavior backstage. Some sources reported that Nia's blunt personality and aggressive nature caused tension among the locker room, and this ultimately led to her taking a hiatus from WWE in 2021. Backstage politics and frustrations. In addition to her in-ring controversies, Nia Jax has also been linked to backstage politics within WWE. Over the years, WWE has faced significant criticism for its handling of women's wrestling, with many female superstars claiming that the company often underutilizes its female talent or assigns them storylines that limit their potential. As a larger-than-life figure in WWE's women's division, Nia Jax was no stranger to these frustrations. Rumors suggested that she was unhappy with her treatment in the company, and that her role was not being maximized despite her dominant presence. In 2021, Jax was released from WWE, sparking speculation about the reasons behind her departure. Some sources suggested that Nia had left due to creative differences and frustration over her character's direction. There were also whispers about tension with management and fellow wrestlers. While Nia herself has never publicly confirmed these rumors, it was clear that she had left WWE on less than ideal terms. However, in 2023, Nia Jax made a surprising return to WWE, reigniting interest in her career and legacy. Her return came with an immediate impact when she attacked Tiffany Stratton, an up-and-coming star on the SmackDown roster. The attack was violent and unexpected, leaving many fans and wrestlers wondering if Jax had returned to her dominant, no-holds-barred persona, or if there were deeper issues at play. The return to WWE. A new chapter? Nia Jax's return to WWE in 2023 created a sense of unpredictability within the women's division. Her attack on Tiffany Stratton was shocking, but it also highlighted the raw intensity and violence that had always been a part of her in-ring style. Fans were left to wonder if this was a one-time appearance, or if Jax had truly returned to reclaim her spot as one of WWE's top stars. While some fans were excited to see Nia Jax back in action, others remained cautious, remembering the controversies and injuries that had previously tainted her career. Jax's return raised questions about her future in WWE, especially given the mixed reception to her in-ring style and her past frustrations with the company. Nonetheless, her re-entry to WWE's programming has sparked renewed interest in her character, leaving many to speculate on what lies ahead. Fan reception. Divisive but resilient, throughout her career, Nia Jax has been a polarizing figure in WWE. While some fans admire her for her strength, her unapologetic persona, and her willingness to dominate in the ring, others view her as a reckless and dangerous wrestler who has caused unnecessary harm to her peers. The injuries she's caused, along with her unpredictable behavior, have made her a divisive character in WWE's women's division. Despite these controversies, Nia Jax has maintained a loyal fan base that appreciates her no-nonsense attitude and her refusal to conform to the traditional mold of female wrestlers in WWE. She represents something different, a woman who is not afraid to embrace her strength and size, challenging the idea that women in professional wrestling must conform to certain physical expectations. Her presence in the ring remains captivating, and her ability to capture attention, whether positive or negative, is undeniable. Looking ahead, Nia Jax's future in WWE. As of 2025, Nia Jax's future in WWE remains uncertain. While she continues to make occasional appearances on SmackDown, her role in WWE is still a work in progress. Will she continue to be the dominant, unpredictable force that she once was, or will her controversies continue to overshadow her achievements? Only time will tell. What is clear, however, is that Nia Jax has left an indelible mark on WWE. Her career has been one of highs and lows, with numerous accomplishments and controversies. Despite the challenges she has faced, Nia Jax remains a force to be reckoned with in the world of professional wrestling. Whether she is loved or hated, her legacy in WWE will undoubtedly be defined by her strength, her resilience, and her unwavering determination to make an impact.